Hello, everybody. I want to explain a fundamental concept in NBA defense that most NBA fans don't understand. When Kevon Looney was asked about the big blown lead to the Brooklyn Nets, he said,
"Our communication wasn't good, and we didn't really rotate and trap the box how we normally would. Stack talked about us being early, being aggressive, and I think we was half second late on everything."
So what is trapping the box? With the current NBA rules, it's very hard to completely stop a talented NBA attacker. So the Warriors' defense is to keep the driver from going to the middle and instead funnel them towards the baseline, so they'll have to attack the basket in this direction. And then you can send help to meet the driver. Here, Lindy Waters is the help, and now you've trapped the driver right as he reaches the box. This is called trapping the box. And that made Cam Thomas bail out of the drive. Here's an example of bad trapping the box. Schroeder makes admittedly a pretty clever move here, but Podge does funnel Schroeder so that he has to attack the basket through the low post, and the person who traps the box is usually the player closest to the basket, the low man, and on the other side of the court. So GP2 has to trap the box in order to stop this from being a layup, but he's just a little too late. That half second was the difference between stopping the layup completely and giving up a free one.
Keep an eye on the Warriors' shot selection. Three-point game as Schroeder attacks and gets all the way to the iron.
Here's a pop quiz. We have a driver. Wiggins is going to deny the middle and funnel him to attack the basket in this direction. If the Warriors are trapping the box, which player is going to rotate to help on this drive? It's always the weak side, low man. In this case, there's not really anyone else who can do it. It's Steph Curry, so he has to rotate to help. This is on time. He traps the box and forces the driver to come to a jump stop away from the basket, so this is not going to be a layup. Now, there's definitely risks to trapping the box. For instance, Steph was covering 45 over here, and now he's completely open, but the Warriors' defense aggressively challenges the driver to make that pass, and they can't. Okay, pop quiz number 2. Here's the driver. Draymond is going to funnel him in this direction. Which of these defenders needs to rotate to trap the box? The answer is the weak side low man has to trap the box, and Trayce was late and he gave up a layup. Let's go back and see how Jerry Stackhouse feels about Trayce being late on trapping the box.
They're finally going to have one in the same city, 2 in a row.
Poor guy. In fact, at the next practice, Trayce Jackson-Davis said,
"Did he give out his defensive grades?"
Yeah, he always does. There was a few negative marks, but I got saved by 3 block shots, so mine was 0, so I wasn't plus or negative, so it was okay. But I had 2 missed trap the box clips, so I got a little yelled at for that.
On that gas pedal, fight human nature. 5 games in 5 different cities for the Dubs. So they're finally going to have one in the same city, 2 in a row.
So the Warriors spent a whole practice trying to get solid on trapping the box early and often, and that aspect of the defense did improve. Since the Nets game, the Warriors have not been giving up the layup line that they gave to Dennis Schroeder. There have been other defensive problems that contributed to the 5-game losing streak, but trapping the box has not been the problem anymore. Here the attacker looks like he should be able to get around Trayce Jackson-Davis, so Trayce is going to keep him out of the middle and force him to attack in this direction. Technically, Steph is the weak side low man, but whenever possible, the Warriors prefer a bigger person to trap the box, and so Kyle Anderson traps the box early, and just by showing that he's going to trap the box, it makes Jamal Murray pull up instead of going all the way to the rim.
Jokic in, Murray positions, takes the shot over.
On this play, GP2 is going to keep the driver out of the middle and force him to attack through the low block. Trayce Jackson-Davis has to rotate to trap the box. The box has been successfully trapped, but he leaves behind an angry Aaron Gordon who's looking to get a drop-off pass. And so that means that the next defender, Moses Moody, has to sink in to cover the player left open by trapping the box. And that leaves Moody's man open. Russell Westbrook kicks it out. Moses Moody sinks in to cover Aaron Gordon. And now has to bust his butt to try to put up a hand to contest this three. It's really nice hustle there. The Warriors got tantalizingly close to pulling off the upset in Denver. And at least trapping the box was not a weakness that Denver could exploit. In fact, for Denver's big comeback, they stopped trying to dribble drive and finally started giving the ball to Jokic and getting out of the way. And that enabled them to exploit the fact that the Warriors' number one big man defender, Draymond Green, was out of the game, and the Warriors' number two big man defender, Kevon Looney, by the end of the game was also out of the game. So in the end, a frustrating game. But it's a long season, and there's still plenty of time for more heroics and more pain. And after all, sports without heartbreak would merely be sightseeing. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. And if you didn't enjoy this video, I promise I'll do better next time.